Hey guys, welcome back to the Fit Life channel where I explain things in the most simple way possible so you can apply them to your everyday life. But in this video, we're doing another mukbang. Yes, another mukbang. I really enjoy recording these videos because I enjoy eating all of the food. So in today's video, we have some barbecue and a few other items. So I'm gonna go through it pretty quickly so we can start eating because I'm hungry. So we stopped by Famous Dave's today. I don't know if you've ever heard of Famous Dave's, but it's a popular barbecue restaurant here in the upper Midwest. And I got a beef brisket sandwich. I picked up some of their delectable coleslaw. I got a corn muffin. These are, I'm so excited. I made some sweet potato fries and some hand-cut fries. I have 4 slices of Domino's chicken and cheese pizza. Don't ask where the other 4 slices went. And then we have some delectable desserts. We'll go through those when it comes time. But first, you already know Diet Coke is my drink of choice. So we're gonna go ahead and get that cracking. I'm sorry guys, I gotta have it. Now some would say, you already got enough calories. Like you're not gonna calorie balance by, you know, drinking diet soda. And you're right, you're not going to, but never mind that. I like the taste of Diet Coke. So that's what we're doing. And we're gonna start today off with, I got my toaster over here to the side. I wanted some breakfast items too. So I got 2 Belgian waffles here from Eggo. Forgot what I did with the box, but whatever. And you guys know that I love peanut butter and jelly. So today we're going to make a peanut butter and jelly waffle. Why not, right? So we're gonna put some peanut butter on this waffle. We got some peanut butter on there. We got some jelly on there. We combine them. These are Madagascar vanilla waffles, toasted. Let's give this a try. Yes. If you've never done this before, you've been missing out. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Eggo, Jif, get at me. Maybe they can make this already pre-made. Kind of like the Uncrustables, but they're waffles. And you just pop them in the toaster and bam. Change the waffle game. I just finished watching that Dallas Cowboy Cleveland Browns game. Dallas is in a lot of trouble. It's not looking good for them at all. Last bite of this waffle. Got some ketchup here for these fries. We also got some ranch here in case we need it. But it might be time to get into some of this coleslaw. We got some coleslaw here. I love coleslaw. I love KFC's coleslaw. My pizza looks sad because it's cold. It still tastes pretty good though. Coleslaw, chicken and cheese pizza, join forces. Wow. No words. No words. We decided to go with a beef brisket sandwich. I've been craving this all week. I don't know why, it just popped into my mind. But you see they got tender brisket meat here. Wow. It comes with pickles, brisket, brioche style bun. Let's give it a try by itself, but we're definitely gonna be adding something to it, so let's give it a try. No brisket left behind. So far, this is starting off amazing, to say the least. But let's add something to this sandwich. They gave me a couple different sauces. If you know about Famous Dave's, Rich and Sassy is his pretty common sauce. Fire. And then they got Double Spit, which is pretty good too. It's hot. I'm not a huge fan of super spicy food. I like to taste my food. Instead of fighting the burn. We got some sweet potato fries here. We got some regular fries here. So we're gonna put the Rich and Sassy on the sandwich. Yes. And we're gonna add some coleslaw. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you've ever had a sandwich with slaw on it. I have not. So this will be my first time, but I've seen sandwiches with it on there and it looks pretty good. So I figured, why not? Beef brisket sandwich, add barbecue sauce and coleslaw. Are you kidding me? Adding coleslaw to this takes it to another level. This should be an option. They should make this an option at the restaurant. Beef brisket sandwich, add coleslaw. I don't want it to end. Chicken cheese pizza, add barbecue sauce. I'm not sure what all states that Famous Dave's is in. I know they do like a Texas style and a St. Louis style barbecue. Obviously, it's not authentic because we're in Minnesota. At least that's where I am. But I know there's Famous Dave's restaurants in Wisconsin and Minnesota for sure. Maybe Iowa too, maybe. Back to that beef brisket. Fries here. So good. Coleslaw. I don't know what else to eat. Man. Finish up this beef brisket. I should have got 2. Unbelievable. Every time I only get 1 of something that's good. I should have got 2. Last bite. I should have got 2. Finish up these fries. So, I got a funny story for you guys. I don't know why I thought of it. But in my first year of high school, I was dating the same girl that I was dating in 7th and 8th grade in middle school. And we finally learned how to skip class and then start skipping school all together. Here and there, it wasn't consistent. You know, kids are going to be kids. It's that devil spit. So one day we decided to skip school and go back to her place, and we were there and we were fooling around as kids do. Well, some kids do. We were those kids. And we decided that, and since we had the whole house to ourselves, that we were gonna take a bath. This cheese pizza is chicken and cheese pizza. It's cold. But it's still pretty good. So she runs the bath water, bubbles. We got candles in there. It's pretty nice, you know. And we're talking, and all of a sudden, we hear the door open. And it's the front door. And then we hear boots walk in. We hear the door close and lock. And that only means one thing. Now, her father wasn't there, but her mom was dating this guy that they had been together for actually quite a while. And he's a pretty nice guy from what I knew. He came home early from work. What's the chances of this happening? Now, her and I were so young and inexperienced and just downright stupid. We left our shoes by the front door. Now, it wasn't unusual for her to leave her shoes there, but I should have never left my shoes there. That's where having home training was not beneficial.
That's what she said.
Damn, this piece is good. So he comes in, locks the door, and then calls her name. She answers, and he's like, "What are you doing home from school?" And she's like, "I was sick. I wasn't feeling well, so I decided to come home, and I'm taking a bath and, you know, trying to feel better." But evidently, he had already seen another pair of shoes there that were guy shoes. So he already knew that someone else was there. Her and I, were too stupid to realize that, you know, the guy's got some experience about him. He's been around quite a while, and all of the tricks that you try to pull, he's already done. a lot of older people have already done the things that you're trying to get away with as kids, but you think that you're smarter, but you're really not. Homemade, hand-cut fries. So he says, who else is here with you? And she's like, oh, no one, just me. He said, all right, well, I'm gonna run to the store. I'll be right back. So we heard the door reopen and close like someone went out of it, but he never went out of the door. So we started talking. Obviously, he had heard us, and we're like, I gotta get dressed and I gotta get the F out of here before he gets back. So I'm in the bathroom scrambling, getting dressed, got dressed. Open up the door and he's standing right there. Like he's standing there waiting for us to open the door. I had never been so scared of anything in my life. Seriously scared until that day. Now, her and I had been together for like a year and a half. So he knew me and I developed somewhat of a relationship with him. So thank God, because he's a scary dude. He's a scary looking dude. But he grabbed me by the shirt and says, what are you doing in here? Come on, dude. You know what I was doing. Ask me a stupid question like that, man. We put some brisket on this pizza. But being that I was kind of scared, I had to act right. Oh, it's coleslaw. Last bite of this yummy. He was nice enough to let me finish getting dressed. But he wasn't nice enough to give me a ride home. And I live quite a ways away from her. I obviously couldn't call my mom and dad and tell them what happened. These fries though. Homemade fries, I love them. So I had to walk that one home. And I was never allowed back in the house ever. When her mom found out, I got to talk to her mom, and her mom's was a nice lady. She was disappointed though. And she finally let me come back over, but not unsupervised ever. But like, we had already been doing stuff that we weren't probably supposed to be doing for quite a while. So it was already too late. That could have been really bad if he didn't know me. I can only imagine. Chicken and cheese pizza is the GOAT. You ever think about the things you did as a kid that you got away with, that you shouldn't have not have ever got away with? Or have done things that you could have got seriously hurt, but you were so young and stupid that you just got lucky? We're gonna get into this corn muffin. It's like dessert, man. Like dessert. I love cornbread. I really do. But I also love peanut butter. So, and I've never tried cornbread and peanut butter. So, why not? Guys, if you've never put peanut butter on a corn muffin, try it. Who would have thought? But it does stick to the roof of your mouth.
That's what she said.
Woo! That was the perfect size meal. Another time, another story that I have. This one is funny, but it's not really funny. I was visiting my ex-girlfriend. I was maybe 21, maybe. And evidently they have been watching, or when I say they, I mean the police have been watching her house because she dated some unsavory characters in her day. And I was there for about an hour. We were just friends, you know, we were talking, whatever. I was cool with her brother. So I was there for about an hour. I jumped in my truck that I had at the time and started it and drove away. I got about a half a block down the street and stopped at the stop sign. Damn, that's good. Last bite. Well, guys, that was a pretty good meal, but we're gonna get into some dessert. I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm gonna get this dessert presentable. We're gonna try everything and finish this story. So I'll be right back. We are back with some delectable desserts. We got some brownies here and some random miscellaneous Oreo cookies. Those are coconut caramel and carrot cake Oreos. We got some Nestle Crunch bars, fun size. We got some donut holes, strawberry frosted from Dunkin, Bavarian cream from Dunkin. I had these in my last video, but we got to get them eaten. We got some chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos. We're going to get into some of those. And no need for this prop. The thumbnail's over with. So let's get into some of these treats. Like I said before, if you've had these or if you haven't had these, you have to get these in your life, man. Pumpkin Delights from Little Debbie. The GOAT, Little Debbie. I could probably show it to you. I'm so excited. I think the battery on my lights are going to die here pretty soon. Hopefully I can fix it in the editing, but pumpkin flavored cookies are one of my favorites. Cookies off to the side. Let's try one of these. This is a pumpkin flavored donut hole. I picked these up at Dunkin today. Damn. Got a glass of milk here. Oh, so like I said about that ex-girlfriend story. So I jumped in the car after visiting her. I drove down to the end of the block and there's a stop sign there. So I stopped and then I proceeded through it, and all of a sudden all these cars, like this car comes out, cuts me off, stops me. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Cop jumps out, plainclothes, gun in hand. Get your hands on the steering wheel. I'm like, oh my God. It was like out of a movie, man. Like, it was unbelievable. it was literally like something out of a movie, man. All these cars, they got me all boxed in. They're all out, guns drawn. Get out of the car. Now, mind you, I'm like, I don't know, I'm either like 20 or 21. I'm definitely between the ages of 18 and 21. And I'm scared. I don't want to move. I got my hands on the wheel. I don't want to move. He's telling me to open up the door and get out. And I'm telling him that I'm not moving. Like, you're going to have to come and open this door and take me out of this truck because I'm not moving. Like, I don't want to get shot. I don't know why you guys are here. But whatever it is, it wasn't worth my life. So they finally get me out of the truck. They cuff me. They put me in the back of the car. And then they're searching my truck. And I'm asking this guy, I'm like, what is going on? Like, what happened? Like, why are you guys doing this? Like, what's the problem? Like, oh, don't act like you don't know. You got 3 felony federal warrants. I'm like, no. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, and he's calling me by this name. And I'm like, at first it didn't register. But then I remember, I knew the guy they were looking for. I knew who they were talking about. When he said his name a couple times, I'm like, oh, but I grew up in an era where you don't snitch. You don't tell. That is the code. It is what it is. If they find him, that's great. But I'm not helping you. My light battery just died. Hopefully that is a little better. But yeah, where I grew up, there is a code. And the code is no snitching under any circumstances. So this cop keeps telling me that I'm this guy. And I'm like, no, sir. If you just go in my back pocket and take out my wallet, my ID is in there. That clearly tells you that I'm not whoever it is you are looking for. Let's try one of these brownies. But he didn't want to hear it. And he wouldn't even go in my pocket and look at my ID. I'm like, well, then what's the point of carrying an ID if you're not going to look at it? Like, it makes no sense to me. It's got a cookie inside of this brownie. Nothing better. So after numerous times of me asking him to look at my ID, he finally does. He looks at it and then he says, well, how do I know that this is real. You're the police. Like, you mean to tell me you can't spot a fake ID? Are you kidding me? So they pull up a photo of this guy and they show it to me. And they're like, this is you, this is you. I'm like, that don't look nothing like me. I said, sir, you know, contradictory to whatever it is you've heard, all black people do not look alike. And I don't look anything like him. He's like 3 shades darker than me. He's got a huge tattoo on his neck. He has another tattoo on his back. At the time, I didn't have these ones, but I had one on my stomach and I had another one, and I still have it right here. This guy doesn't have those tattoos that I have, and I don't have the same tattoos that he has. So obviously, we're not the same people. And he still didn't want to hear it. I couldn't believe it. Finally, their commanding officer showed up and looked at the photo. He took one look at the photo. He looked at me and he looked at the officers and said, what the hell are you guys doing? This guy doesn't look nothing like him. So after them stopping me, pulling guns on me, detaining me, and wasting about an hour and a half of my time, I finally got to leave. Insane. Let's get into this Bavarian cream. Let's try that. Got a little cream in the center. Pretty good. Yeah, I've never been so scared in my life, man. Like, when someone's got a gun pointed at you and they're nervous and like they're nervous, that is concerning. Because you're not quite sure of what exactly they're going to do when they're nervous. And the last thing you want to do is make any sudden moves and end up getting shot for nothing. And that very well could have happened. Ooh, put that in some milk. I'm glad that it didn't. But it very well could have. Crazy. That's the crunch. Now, I'm not gonna eat all of this stuff. I'm gonna try it. Lately, I've been getting like sugared out, man, like sweeted out. I don't know what it is lately. Like maybe because I'm finally getting to a point where I'm not really deprived of anything. So like my body's like resetting itself. I'm just to a point where I'm pretty good. But I enjoyed that strawberry frosted the last time, so we're gonna get that down. Got a little whipped cream here. Now it's a strawberry sprinkle with whipped cream. I love donuts. Moral to the story is be careful about places you go and the company you keep, man. Last bite of this delicious strawberry donut. And I'm pretty good. That's it, man. The brownies are pretty good. Oreos, I love. The donuts were on point, as always. If you've never put whipped cream on a frosted donut, I highly recommend that. For dinner, the coleslaw was amazing. Put coleslaw on a beef brisket sandwich. You will not be disappointed. Pizza is always amazing, and you guys are also always amazing. I want to thank everyone who watches my videos. I greatly appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I am forever thankful. You can follow me on Instagram at Harley Davidson or nothing. You can follow me on Twitter at FitLifeOver40. You can check out my podcast that's available on Apple and Spotify. And the name of that podcast is Fit Life Over 40. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload. And until next time, I'll see you at the next video.